I haven't put out contents all of 2024. You're probably the only one that would know this. Like, I wanted to give up. Like, I wanted to give up on creating content. I wanted to give up on YouTube. I was helping other women build their personal brand. Last year around this time, we were on different sides of the fence in perception, in mindset.
It was a lot of doing my own self-work. If you don't humble yourself, fix those areas that are not right.
21-day fast.
Separating, just asking for direction in our personal lives, in our marriage, with our kids, with business. Do your personal work. Get healing, get counseling. This can be someone's survival guide. Encouragement to their marriage.
Saved my marriage. When we were 26 getting married, I was 26, you were 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't nothing online for marriage.
When you're going through it and you're in the fire and you guys are separate, it's so important who you allow to speak into your marriage.
I feel like we're all called to a community and called to serve in a community, and we're building our community.
And marriage is for grown folks.
Say that. I've been put out contents all of 2024. You're probably the only one that would know this. Like, I wanted to give up. Like, I wanted to give up on creating content. I wanted to give up on YouTube. At one time, the channel was monetized and they did something to my channel, and then I had to fight for it back. And then in that whole attempt, I felt like all of my work was for nothing. And then as that's going on, me and you are developing this rapport in business. We're developing this story together, and you're the one I want to share my story. I want to share our story. And the one thing that I'm personal about, a lot of content I share with you is content on how important it is for any professional to build their personal brand. And a lot of people not understanding what a personal brand is, but a personal brand is this right here. It's organic, it's real, it's unscripted, it's authentic, it's passionate. And I wouldn't want to, at one time I was helping other women build their personal brand. So why would I not want to help my wife build her personal brand? That's way beyond any other type of reward or pay or results, because you're the closest person to me. So we are here now. We are on the network. The channel was saved because Cynthia wants to create some content. I don't got to chase down people anymore and try to get them on the platform or feel like that my purpose lies in them. Ew. My purpose lies in us in this household. So I would like to welcome you to the show, to the channel. We really wanted to lay the groundwork and lay the foundation for you to understand who it is you guys are talking to and what it is we have to say. Because if we could sum this up in, let's say, 2 sentences, what would you say?
I think what you needed was just like support, encouragement, to know that I backed you up even though I didn't understand. I backed you up even though I didn't understand or that wasn't my passion or my vision. Just to know that your wife or your husband backs you up and supports you.
Last year around this time, I did not know. And did I premeditate it? Did I think about it? No, it was just that uncomfortable. We were on that different sides of the fence in perception, in mindset, in intention. So to be here now I'm super grateful. I'm not only grateful for our marriage, but I'm grateful that you're finding your niche. You're finding the thing that makes you tick, that makes you turn. The reason why you get up in the morning and do what you do, because you already do so many other things. You already take care of so many other people, but now you get a chance to do something for yourself, and that helps other people in such a significant way, such as real estate. The last couple we helped, oh my God, can't we relate?
Mm-hmm.
On some personal things that we can't really discuss. We understand it because we've been through it.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us, Sin, about why did you want to get into real estate? Did you want to get into real estate because you thought like this would back him up, or did you really see the opportunity?
I don't think it's just one thing. I think personal growth, when I seen you go through your personal transformation and growth, it was bigger than the real estate classes and getting licensed. Like, you really grew as a person. The people you were around changed. You changed. Your mind changed. Just something for me, something different. I love that you can work from anywhere. I love that it wasn't a 9 to 5 because Jeremiah was still small. So the flexibility I love. Yeah, and definitely to come alongside of you to do something together, because we always talked about doing something together and what that looked like and what that would be. Yeah, I think it was a mixture of a lot of things.
I want you to I want you to describe in detail the feeling that you felt last year in the beginning of the year, this kind of like awakening and awareness.
End of 2022, beginning of 2023, it was a lot of digging deep, which I never did. It was a lot of doing my own self-work, which I never did. Because like you said, when you focus on everyone else and you put everyone else first, you don't do the work that you need to do, like your personal work for your personal growth. And then it was like in our marriage too, it was like if you don't change, humble yourself and fix those areas that are not right and that are not helping, doing the same thing over and over again, being the same, not changing, not growing, not looking in the mirror. Stop looking at your spouse saying, he doesn't do this, he needs to do that. And it's like, sin, what are you not doing? Where can you grow? What do you need to stop doing? It was a lot. And it hurts. And I think that's why a lot of people don't do it, because it really hurts when you have to look at yourself.
Jesus.
And you then
God.
and then everyone, oh, sin, like you're a great person, you're a beautiful person. Those areas that are not beautiful, those ugly areas, those areas that you need to work on. And when you have to sit with yourself, that I never sat with myself and did my personal, like, oh my God, like why am I talking like that, acting like that, thinking like that? Like something needs to change, something needs to break. And probably January, February, March, it was like a cleansing. I went to the 21-day fast. I journaled and just really did my own work.
So tell me a little bit about the 21-day fast, because we're doing that again this year. We are on day, what is it? Day 12?
11?
11? Tomorrow will be day 12.
Yeah.
And I really feel like you're really good at breaking that down, but tell the audience what it is that we're doing with this 21-day fast and how we're doing it.
Yeah. So the 21-day fast, you can choose to fast how you choose to fast, but we chose the Daniel fast. Fruits, vegetables, no processed food, whole grain. And for the first 21 days of the year, no meat,
No sugars,
no
no
sugar, no
carbs,
carbs. It's
just like
really
protein and
mhm.
salad, like greens, vegetables.
So you're going to get the physical benefits, of course, but the spiritual benefits. And going into the new year with clarity, it's like separating from certain things and just asking for direction in our personal lives, in our marriage, with our kids, with business, in detail. Who should be around us? Who shouldn't be around us? Who should we spend time with? Who shouldn't we spend time with? Who our kids should be around? What everything. His word is shift. Mine is more. Lord, I want more growth, more in our business, more in our family, in our marriage, just more. And then his word shifting, um, just stay in alignment with him as he's shifting, shift with him.
Yeah, and I think through all of these experiences, it gives us some practical tips that we can leave the viewers with, because now some of these things that we're doing, it's not only helping us in our like just regular day to day, but it's helping me see longer term. It's helping me stay more focused, but being very intentional about going out on date night, right?
Mhm.
Doing that, you have a little formula, right? Go ahead. What's your formula?
What, for date night? Like every 7 days, making sure we're going on a date night. Even if we can't go out, it's non-negotiable. Watch a movie together, sit down, spend time, that quality time, being intentional, not letting months or weeks go by and we haven't even sat down and hung out or talked or do something fun. Every 7 weeks, spend a night out, and every 7 months, go away for a weekend. 777, yeah.
Every 7 days, every 7 weeks, and
And
every
every
7
7
months. Yes. So we're actually redeeming our night out coming up soon.
Yeah.
And that's a strategy that I feel like you brought it last year and it was like, hey, we're going to go away. We're going to go somewhere nice. And we're just going to, and like you hear like a lot of these people on different podcasts, they talk about it too. Go somewhere in the city, one of the nicest places in your city. Reserve that penthouse suite. Reserve that city line view. This summer we were doing Oceanside when we were going to the beach, like just getting a full experience, because I think with all of the things that we learned, it's no, we've came upon something. Like we were experiencing something. This thing is real. And not just in our marriage, that overflows into our business as well.
But you can make the money back. Spend a little extra, do a little extra. It's an investment. It's an investment in yourself, and then it's an investment in each other. So it's, oh man, but I don't have money for that, or no, invest. You're going to make that back.
We have so much stuff for y'all. And with the last year, everything that I learned about content creation, content repurposing, long form content marketing, personal branding, creating valuable content to generate more leads into your business or to provide credibility or to just become more visible. Like all of this stuff, it really, you can break it down to a science, but you cannot get out of the hard work. No matter how much AI you integrate, no matter how many softwares and systems are out there that could do it for you, what people don't understand is this is what people want. This is what they need. They want to be able to see people in their authentic conversation, long form style of really storytelling and digging through issues. And I think with us doing this, we can only get better, right? It gets greater later. This is the practice field, baby. You know?
No, yeah, and just know that like marriage works. We go on walks, and yesterday I'm like, marriage works. If you work it, it will work.
Marriage works, is worth it, so work it. You're worth it, so work it.
No, seriously, like putting in the work. 2 people putting in your work for yourself. Do your personal work. If you need to go get healing, you need to get counseling, you need to, whatever you need for yourself, go get that. And then you guys together, you're doing that work, and then you're doing the work in your marriage. It will work.
It will definitely work. The other thing we're doing is reading books together.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good book. It's a book specifically for couples that are in business together, married couples building a business together. And even that alone, it's like the concept, right? Is like we're building a legacy together. Because right now it's the grind, it's the hustle. And it's gonna take consistency, but this is Tandem.
Yep. Tandem, this is such a great book.
Shout out to my main man Robert and his wife Kaylee.
I love this book. They're so transparent in this book. It is so good, and it talks about building a marriage, build a business, build a marriage, and win at both. That's the back of it. There's only 10 chapters in here. I'm on chapter 5. I told him my goal is I'm going to finish this book. And because I haven't finished, we start different books and you don't finish them. I'm going to finish this book. It's an easy read. Anyone can comprehend and read this book. And then it's you can apply different things from this book. It's just practical. I can take a chapter and literally apply it to my life.
And also, what's the audio book?
Success is a choice.
By John Maxwell. And even that, just for the viewers to understand, let's say you're an entrepreneur and you're on your personal development journey, you're married, and it's like she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. I'm spending so much time away from my family. And maybe there is like she sees the money, but she doesn't see the long term, right? Because at first, when I started making money in real estate, and it was like, oh, we're not used to this. This is cool. But that didn't mean anything. If she didn't have me, she didn't have me. So to just see how all I ever wanted was to feel understood. And then when you're speaking on like high level things, and then people either they don't understand it, they're not educated on it, or they just don't want to hear it. So that's how it was about a lot of things. Now, like you got the bug, I watch probably no lie, and she could testify. I probably watch at least 6 podcasts a day and listen to at least some of an audiobook. Like I've ripped through content, but it's all on things that can help me grow, help me learn. And now that's right where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your expectations for 2024, Cynthia?
I expect to keep growing and learning, just getting better in all areas, in my marriage, as a mom, as a realtor, as a person in general. Like, just getting better in all areas. In our marriage, just to continue to grow and learn and communicate, be on the same page, and that nothing will come in between that, and we won't allow it, that we will set kind of those boundaries around our marriage, those boundaries around our family. Just like not anyone can have access to our kids, to us,
Hello.
to our home.
So one thing I'd be trying to teach you, and it's not out of like ill intent, right? Because we have those friends, we have that family that we're so used to answering when they call. But man, like the journey that I've been on, and people take serious offense to it. But I almost feel like disrespected if you just call straight through. Send a text. You know what I'm saying? Schedule a time. And this is no pun intended, because the people that are close to us are probably not even going to watch this. But if that's you out there, no, I'm just playing. But no, not everybody can have access, and it's all in love, because we got to take our time and focus on the money making activities and what's going to move the needle in our business. And during specific hours, it's time to hustle and get things done and connect with people and call people and text people and email people.
Yeah.
But those people that we're reaching out to, it's a different intent than when somebody's calling and depleting rather than refueling, refilling. You understand?
And I think for me, I'm on a time frame too. We have kids too. We have kids and a marriage, so I'm on a time frame. So in this time frame, I'm blocking out this time, and I have to get certain things done because I'm gonna go pick up one from school and another one from daycare, and then I have to put my mom hat on. I can't maybe be on the computer, or I have to give that time to Jeremiah, and then Josiah, how was your day? And still having those conversations. You still have to be present in the moment as a mom, as a wife, as a husband, as a father, and business. And it's just learning how to balance, and you can, and we're doing it. So it can be done.
I think the greatest balance, the whole theme of what we're talking about, balancing, building together, finding the thing that you love, and then doing what you love to earn money and to have some type of long-term thing that you're nurturing and getting prepared for. But it's, what time is it right now? It is 11:06 p.m. and we're doing content, right?
Yeah.
Like we're having a conversation not only about our marriage, but we're putting it completely all out there for anybody in the whole world to be able to see. And to me, that's boss right there. It's this may look good to you. You may be like, oh, what are they shooting on? But this is definitely the iPhone 15 Pro. I don't know why they didn't gave us this technology. Saying they done messed up and bumped their heads because maybe you are out there and you have the same type of desire, passion. I was just talking to my good friend who's about to have a baby. Shout out to my man, Mr. Bishop, AB Designs. That's my man. But even we had a conversation, and as young men, fathers, maturing together, growing together in business and our careers. And he was just telling me about, man, I really want to start creating content, not even for the business side of it, but just for what it will help me become. It will help me become a better teacher, speaker, educator.
Yeah.
Like, this is personal development at its finest. Because if you don't like how you look on camera, don't change the camera, baby. Change you. You feel me? You can't edit that ugliness out. All right. Psych, let me stop. But yeah, we're just hitting our 30-minute mark. This is the first episode of this episodic series. And we would like you to help us define what this is. What are we going for? Like the marriage meetup, marriage works.
Yeah, I think a safe space to. I think when I think of it, this can be someone's survival guide, encouragement to their marriage.
Save my marriage.
Yeah, and we're by no means are we counselors or anything like that, but we have experience, and we've been through a lot. And in June, we will celebrate 8 years of marriage together on the same page.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't think it's counseling people that what people need. Sometimes I think they need some coaching. Right? Yeah.
Or transparency. Oh, wow. They're going through that too, or they went through that and they're still sitting there and they're still married and they're still together. Oh, wow. Like, we can make it too.
It doesn't matter what industry you're in or what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, let's say you're only 6 months in. That's 6 months of experience can help the person from day one.
Yeah.
And we definitely don't want to like play ourselves either, because like we're stepping up on year 8 and it's people laugh at that, but we have a target audience of people that we know need our content. When we were 26 getting married, I was 26, you were 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't nothing online for marriage, what it's hitting for, like business and marriage. What? Now we're tapping into the business and marriage podcasts and entrepreneurs like Robert and Kay Lee. Shout out to them. But you just got to find your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I feel like we're all called to a community and called to serve in a community. And we're building our community. We're throwing our bait out, trying to see who comes up on the hook and how we can help. And that's it. And
marriage is for grown folks.
Say Definitely. That.
You cannot the immaturity, you have to mature real fast, because life is going to come real fast too. And you have to be ready, and I don't feel like doing this anymore. No. You need to find ways, work it out, work together, talk it out, get counsel, reach out, get help, be open. I was reading something and it was saying marriage is not, oh, I love you until I don't love you anymore, and then I'm done, that's it, divorce. No, even when the butterflies leave and the honeymoon is over and it's real life, you still need to be standing there and working it out and fight for your marriage, fight for what you want. And it's very important who you allow to speak into it. When you're going through it and you're in the fire and you guys are separate, it's so important who you allow to speak into your marriage and who you're around and who you allow in.
Y'all are tuned in, tapped in. Your network is your net worth. We do not only want to help you build your network and your business, but build your marriage. because it's life and death out here in these streets. And
in the tongue, because you can build them up or you can tear them down.
Yep. And I remember at a time when you used your tongue to tear me down, sister.
Yeah.
And now you're using that tongue to fill me up. But listen, this is episode uno of the new show. So stay tapped in, stay tuned in. And remember, your network is your net worth. You want to say anything else?
Bye. Just
stay strong.
Stay together.
Stay married.
Stay in unity. Really, stick together. When it gets hard, don't separate. Stick together.
Stay tapped in, tuned in.
And love. Love is patient.
Love is kind. Love is love. We out of here, y'all.